Awesome.
Hey. My name's Herb the Third, and this is TeaTox. My friend Matt is here to drink tea. So the way I drink tea is Gong Fu Cha. Gong Fu Cha simply means tea with great skill. I drink Chinese tea with all my friends. And you know, we use little pots, small yeasting pots, and we drink really fancy tea. This tea is a loose Sheng Pu'er from 1990s. I like drinking nice and old tea with my pals. Matt is genuinely my friend.
So how much do you weigh out in there, Herb?
Well, you know, it depends on the type of tea and the size of the pot. I normally do 10 grams. 10 grams, give or take. Yeah. Has that nice old look. I don't know if we can see this here, but it's old.
Smells great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you mentioned to me once that certain teapots will get so much usage that you don't even need to add tea to them anymore.
That's the rumor I heard. If you like 100-year-old pots that are still continue to be used for just a certain type of tea, eventually you pour in hot water and it just tastes like the tea. I don't know. This is an old Chinese style of drinking tea, and it turns out it's one of the best styles of drinking tea because you really get to learn the tea flavor notes the best. This is the professional way to drink, in my humble opinion and experience so far. This is my kitchen and all my weird stuff. And yeah, we're about to drink some tea.
Do you have a specific teapot for each style of tea? Do you do that?
I do. This is my old Sheng pot.
Old Sheng.
Old Sheng. Yep. And I also have like a medium-aged one and a young one. And hopefully the more tea drinking we do, the more pots you'll be able to see. And this is if I can pronounce it right, Juni Zisha clay teapot.
Juni.
Chini.
Chini?
But it's spelled Z-I-N-I.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were talking earlier that Chinese enunciation is pretty hard.
Yeah, definitely can be for sure. So normally, when I drink tea with friends, we enjoy it. I get to explain a little bit about the tea and the taste profiles and stuff, and then we just go on tangents, and tangents are fun at tea time, and I think more tangents should happen. This is the rinse, so you just rinse your tea first, you give it to your tea pet. This one likes to pee. Hopefully we can see that on camera. My peeing tea pet. My pee-pee boy. Solid. He's my man. And then the next serving will be for us. Hopefully it's good.
One for the enemies?
Yeah, that was pretty much.
Is that what that is? Okay.
He's not necessarily my enemy, but he's cool.
Oh, okay. Nice. I can't wait.
So what else did you get up to today, Matt?
Well, today I just worked. Had a good chat with people. I like my job. I can chat while I work. I gotta watch my language because I'm around people's houses a bit. And I do get excited and start. I speak loudly when I get excited.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm a landscaper.
A landscaper. You scape the land.
I scrape it along.
No, I'm just gonna hand it to you. It's a little full.
Beautiful.
I apologize.
Right.
Maybe the next steeping I'll let it sit a little longer. That was only a couple seconds.
So what do we say in Chinese?
I don't know, but
okay.
We said.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it's not your Earl Grey.
No. It's more like...
There's just it's so like... It's got a strange bitterness to it. that you never really. Yeah,
it's like a taste you don't ever taste. It tastes earthy.
I don't ever. Yeah.
It tastes like an old wooden toy box.
Yeah.
From the 80s.
The Jurassic Park toys now.
Has a nice oiliness to it. It's delicious.
Did you play with Jurassic Park when you were a kid?
I did.
Did you have that? You were Ninja Turtles?
Oh, I was big in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Did you ever have the toilet car? It was like the seat on it was a toilet. I remember having something like that.
I don't know. I do know my 4th birthday was probably my best birthday. All I wanted was a Ninja Turtle blimp, and I got a Ninja Turtle blimp. It was
nice.
It was the best. The original series Ninja Turtle blimp. You blow up, and it had like a big balloon that you just stick onto the little contraption. Meow.
Oh, that's cool.
Sick. I swear I had it for maybe like 2 days, and I don't know what happened to the blimp after that.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
One time I ripped open a Stretch Armstrong, and he had some real foul-smelling goo in his arms. Yeah, it was gross.
I could talk.
I think I was like chewing on it too.
Yeah, eating.
I was like a kid, you know. I was chewing on his arms. I'm like, what's in it? Like, because I tried so hard to like pull them apart, right?
Yeah.
Because the commercials, they challenged you.
They did.
To like kill this guy by ripping him up, basically, right?
Yeah, and you couldn't do
it. So I just started biting his arms, and this like goo came out. I think I swallowed some of it. I got sick.
I remember my friend, this older guy that was like good to me and my friends. He had a stress ball, and it was like a happy face stress ball.
Yeah.
But it was like the same sort of stuff as the Stretch Armstrong. You could like feel it. I remember I popped it and I ate like half of it. It was so delicious. I think it was like pure corn syrup.
This was like last year, or?
I'm still recovering. I'm recovering.
No, you were a kid?
Yeah, toys. So, yeah, I had so many toys growing up. Like, I loved them all. Ninja Turtles was probably my first real toy love. I remember I had a Michelangelo. I had a lot of incidents with my toys, but I had Michelangelo, and he had, like, dolphins on him, like a surfer one.
Oh.
And I took him to the local swimming pool with my mom. And I was in the kiddie pool, and I just got really big kicks that day out of throwing it up really high in the air. Like, I mean, real high. And then I'd catch it. It was awesome. And then, like, there was like probably 15, 20 people in the kiddie pool back in the day. You know, 1991, maybe. Sure enough, probably like my 8th throw, I threw it up, and who did I smoke but my mom in the eyebrow?
Oh.
Like, of all the people, it just came up, hit her, boom. She was like bleeding purple blood. I'm like traumatized. I was like, whoa. Oh, yeah. Cause it's
in the pool?
In the pool. She's like,
evacuate the pool?
Yeah, no, she cursed like 3 times, and it was like, we're leaving now.
Oh, yeah.
I had the drama.
Oh, yeah. I remember one time my dad was a nice guy, but he could get really angry really quickly. He would blow up. Yeah. So one time we went to this awesome hill back where I grew up. This big old hill.
Grass? Dirt?
Yeah, okay. Oh, tobogganing. Sorry, we were tobogganing. And I just run out of the car. I grabbed my toboggan and I just went. And he was like, wait. And I went down and I went without waiting for him. I don't know, he wanted to get ready or something. And he got so mad that he like got in the car and drove off. Yeah. And I was like, ooh! I was like,
he ditched you on the snow hill.
Yeah, because I didn't wait. I wasn't listening to him either, right? I was just like, I want to do it like a commercial.
Yeah. I think I was a pain in the ass too. Like I was always.
Yeah, you're a kid.
I was always tripping out.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah, I don't know. I was influenced a lot by commercials, like what the kids did in the commercials. I wanted to do, or TV.
Commercials didn't get me. Commercials were direct advertising for me to want what they're selling now, and I would freak out. I remember like it started young, but like they had Christmas catalogs, and I'd be like scrolling through them. I want that one. I want that one. Please just give me a toy, you know. Yeah. And, like, my mom was good. I always got at least a couple of what I wanted. Like, every year it was something different, like Mighty Max or Dr. Dreadful or Power Rangers. Power Rangers was huge when I was a kid. And most of the things I remember specifically, most of the toys I got into as a kid were all kind of like violent cartoons for the time.
Oh, yeah.
For the time. And I would just watch it, go to school, and we'd all kick the crap out of each other. Every single day. Non-stop. I remember Power Rangers. I was huge when I was in grade 2. Huge. And all us kids would go, this is awesome. We'd all meet out in the field. There was like a select few, 8 of us who were like about it in grade 2. And we'd all like carry each other and make like human transformers of like 2 to 3 high and just smash. It was awesome.
You'd
like
carry another kid?
Yeah, we'd like carry their legs and then we'd run them into the other group of kids.
Oh, okay.
And we'd be like,
awesome.
what is it, the Megazord?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we would do the Megazord because we thought we were Power Rangers.
Cool. Yeah, you'd always, when you were playing Power Rangers, you'd have to act quick because you didn't want to, if all that was left was the yellow and the pink one, like you didn't want to be the girl Rangers, right? Like, I'm the Blue Ranger.
That'd be whack. There was just like, like 3 blue. Everyone wanted to be red. There was like 3 red and green.
Green.
Right? So there was all that.
And then the white, and you turned to the white Ranger.
Oh, yeah. That was big. And now that I remember, see, I don't even think about these things. I remember in grade 2, with all the fighting, there was a smaller kid who was my buddy, and we would contact each other from across the way by like Godzilla, pterodactyl, Rodan calls.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So it'd be like, ah! Literally, and he'd cool. Come running. He'd be like, sup.
That's cool. It was your own little language, monster language.
It was because like, yeah, that totally like.
So,
I lived in that. I mean, you know, like at home wasn't the funnest, so I just like lived in that and in front of the TV.
Yeah.
You know?
Me too. Yeah.
So.
Super Nintendo. Yeah, just my life. So did you know like Power Rangers was made like they all the fighting parts of it like that was all taken from like an old Japanese show. And then they just filmed like the part of like them in California or in school, and then they like smashed it together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it wasn't like they didn't apparently.
Oh, wow.
The older ones, all the Power Rangers that you're watching, they're all like Japanese people.
Well, that's awesome.
Actually, yeah. No, I
awesome.
thought that was kind of interesting.
Huh. I don't know. Like we could get a Bailey to Google it. Bailey's over there, by the way.
Where?
But no. Bailey, where are you?
Where did she go?
I just seen on the Google there's like a 3-story Gundam robot just built with like 24 moving parts.
In Japan.
I don't know if it's in Japan.
Right.
Gundam Transformer robot.
Oh,
you got to see this. It's crazy.
Cool. And it works?
I don't know what it moves a bit, opens its hand and shit, but it's like King Kong size.
It waves? Like Tex?
Yeah.
It's like Japan's Tex, big Tex. Yeah.
Is that it? Did you find it? Tell me what you think of this bad boy. Oh, don't worry about the commercial.
Yeah.
It's a commercial for one of those local toothbrushes.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice. Look at this freaking thing.
Oh, wow. It's like oh, it does move.
Yeah. It moves. He's like lifting he's doing like little knee kicks.
Oh, Gundam. Yeah, I had a friend who was really into that.
Well, Gundam came out before Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah. Well, like all the Japanese shows we got were like 10 years.
Late.
They were in the 80s when we got them all in the 90s. Like Dragon Ball Z was that big. Grade 7 for me. It was like Dragon Ball Z was like huge.
I was never much into the Dragon Ball Z. And I remember what I was more not into were like the Dragon Ball Z like thin house coats and the shirts that everyone wore.
Thin house coats.
They're house coaty type
like
shirts.
Geese?
Yeah, geese. Yeah. So they were, but
people
they were like,
wore those?
Yeah, there was like a season where Dragon Ball Z clothing was in, but only for like a certain type. And
was that like circle that had like some kind of Japanese character on it?
No, I don't know. But I just was like, I wouldn't be caught dead in that. But that's cool, guys. That's cool.
Remember remember everybody had like the collared shirts with like the dragons
These are the ones I'm talking about. These are the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, like Ricky wore it on Trailer Park
Those are the
Boys,
ones
right?
I'm talking about. That's the stuff.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So how do you like this tea?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's got that kind of, it leaves that aftertaste, kind of like a bitter, woody aftertaste.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's, you know, it's different.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like cola to me, too. And
yeah, kind of that cola, but like zero sugar.
Yeah, like cola if you took out the poison.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pretty nice. Very nice. Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked to finally be able to do TeaTox with friends. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Because we do have fun conversations. Sometimes it's meh. Sometimes it's like enlightening, but just gone in the wind because we're not filming it.
Tea does kind of stimulate. You were saying tea stimulates a conversation.
Yeah, well, this style of tea was supposed to stop time per se and be able to actually spend time with friends and communicate, kind of like a time machine.
Cool. So, have you been hitting the sugar? How's your sugar?
Hard stuff?
Yeah, how's the habit?
The hard stuff, the sugar.
I have. I haven't changed a bit. I need a midday kick. Just before I came here, I had Reese sticks.
Oh man.
And coffee.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I've done pretty good for the last 4 days. I've been doing the OMAD, so I've been eating the once a day for the last few days, and it's pretty good.
Explain OMAD.
Well, I don't know how far I can explain it, but I can say that I eat once a day for an hour.
Okay.
And I've been feeling remarkably better. My digestion's weird, and I get really sluggish when I eat average time frames a day like everyone else. But I don't normally eat the average amount of food. I eat like a pig. So I've decided to eat once a day like a pig, and then maybe I won't die early. Yeah. Like a pig on the slaughter.
But OMAD is so you're doing extreme intermittent fasting, basically.
Yeah.
The most extreme.
It seems extreme.
And that you got from a guy named OMAD, a monk.
No, his name wasn't OMAD, no.
Oh.
OMAD actually stands for 1 meal a day.
Oh, okay.
Knowledge.
So who am I thinking of? That monk guy.
Yeah, no, he has a
this,
name.
the walking meditation.
I forget his name. He's on Google. You just type in
okay,
vegan bodybuilder champion 1 meal a day, and you'll find the guy we're talking
about. Yeah, he's jacked.
Oh, he's super
And he
jacked.
meditates. He cane meditates.
Yeah, stand meditates.
Stand meditates.
Which is a type of Zen, actually.
Okay.
So Zen, for what I have gathered, you can do lying down meditation. Don't know much about it. Seated meditation. Obviously, I've done a little bit of that. Then there's the standing meditation, which I assume is like he does.
Right.
And then there's even walking meditation that I hear Zendos do in between seated meditation. And it's kind of like organized where they walk in a circle in a group. Oh. And at a speed where they my theory is they don't really like jumble up their thoughts or their energies, but they can loosen up their body to then go sit down for more time.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
A Zendo is a Zen practicer?
No, it'd be like a Zen practice temple place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
Which is kind of super minimalist for what I've seen on the YouTubes and the pictures of me Googling what a Zendo is. They're super minimalist compared to like other Buddhist places that have all that gold and all those gods everywhere and stuff like that. Different Buddhas everywhere, right? So,
okay.
Yeah, for what I know. I don't know much about that sort of stuff, but I'm willing to keep learning. Actually. So, the style of meditation I do.
Yeah.
I try to do self-inquiry, asking things like, what am I in the morning? Sometimes I do serious following my breath, which is more focused. And I try to pull off an hour a day. That's if I get up at 5 in the morning, I have tea for an hour, and then I can meditate for an hour before I wake up the boy, who is 9. And on the days I wake up early, I can pull it off, and it's nice. If I don't wake up as early, then I'll do smaller increments. 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Some days it's really hard, but I do find for a guy like me, meditation is crucial for me to be able to conduct myself in a spiritual principled way.
Yeah.
Right? I become less of an obnoxious asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, the little things don't seem to get to you as much.
Yeah.
Is it?
You know, I had a little bit of an outburst a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
And ironically enough,
Do you
I didn't.
tell?
No. But I didn't meditate for like 3 days prior to that. So.
What'd you do?
I just screamed, lost my voice a little bit.
Oh, okay. In excitement or at somebody?
Yeah, a little agitated, but.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it all happens. You're human.
Doesn't happen to me often. So.
No, I don't see you do that. I don't think I've ever seen you really lose your temper.
Yeah, and those are the things I'm trying to pull the reins on.
Yeah.
Because we all have a past. And if I was to Marty McFly to some of my past, I'd be like, oh, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too, man. Me too. I think meditation for me would really help with my driving and a little bit of the road rage.
Well, yeah.
That I get. I don't act out on road rage. But I do get angry, but I don't act out on it. But
you have brought
annoying.
up the road rage a lot with me, though. We've talked a lot about it.
Yeah, it's true.
Not things where I'm like for shame, but it does. I do hear that it gets to you. I was thinking when you're saying that, wouldn't that be weird if you meditated and then just things all went into order when you drive? Like as soon as you meditate,
I'm sure it will.
Blip, 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 and it's just like smooth.
Yeah.
Matt's like, whoa, crazy.
I think it would. I mean, it's all about expectations. I think road rage, right? Because you expect to get to A to B without anything happening.
Yeah.
Right? And that never happens that way.
Totally. I've been really tripping out hard on the clearing out my inner belief system and inner voice stuff. And so in this conversation, the more you believe driving is hard or say to yourself, like, I got to be there, these drivers suck, the more possibly we will perceive that in our reality. And so I'm thinking about that a lot, and I really am trying to change the thoughts in my head over time, and as an experiment, really, to see if things become in more abundance and become more chill, and I'm showered in love by all my friends, and I really want to propagate that in my life. See, it's like a social experiment. I only got one chance. Might as well play a game.
Right.
Right? Not take it so seriously. But seriously try it.
Yeah. So you're going to do that through meditation?
Well, not just meditation. I do it like it's been in my desires and wants and thought process for the last couple of years. You know me. But the last couple months, there's sentences in my head, and before I even fully think it out or even let the imagination nonsense go in a negative way, it's cut, I'm good, boom. Okay. And it's been getting really, really positive in there. The cobwebs are spreading.
Yeah. Well, you're a positive guy.
Well.
So what's the negative?
What's the negative?
Yeah, dish out what your negative thoughts are.
I'm not good enough. I can't do this. That's too hard.
Oh, okay.
My back.
So you have arthritis in your back.
I got the itis.
Itis.
Right? I got the itis. But you know what? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just let that go. It's a little stiff, but we just won't talk. Oh dear. But we just won't get into
our sugar. Yeah, our sugar problem. Our sugar habit.
I like how the bus is going and you're dragging me under it.
Yeah. Well,
you're right.
I'm trying to identify.
Yeah. Not only that, pull out the thoughts.
Well, it's our. Yeah. We share that problem.
Yeah. Hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
We got caught chocolate chip handed.
Exactly. Exactly. So the inflammation caused by the sugar.
I think I have a friend. Shout out to Shannon, who quit sugar about 6 months ago. Lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, that's great.
And Yeah, he says it's hard, you know, because you go to these places and you think about these things, but he also says he forgot. I think he said he forgot what things taste like now, so that's positive.
Well, you go to the gas station, and it's like the gingerbread house, right? It's like everything just has sugar.
Yeah, it's poison station.
Yeah, it's a poison. It is. Yeah, it gives out poison gas, poison. Yeah, it's everything is sugar.
Well,
except the beef jerky.
Yeah, that's saturated.
That's your healthy option. Yeah, at the gas station, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like salt too and lots of soy sauce. I put it on rice all the time, but there was a time last week where I just had brown rice plain, and I was like, man, the flavor. I didn't know brown rice actually tasted good, obviously. So I'm being more, I'm just being more open-minded that certain things can pull back. I didn't want to pull back on the salt, but I think just a smidge on the salt, a lot on the sugar, unless it's natural, and try not to eat anything that did have like a heartbeat at one point. I'm trying to work on that.
Oh yeah, the total vegan. Yeah.
It's hard. I had like 7 months strict vegan before, and lately it's been like vegetarian. And then when someone takes me out somewhere to eat, sometimes I have a meat lapse, as I call it. But today I got invited by a wonderful lady named Carrie to go through the drive-thru at the McDonald's on her dime.
Ooh.
And things are running through my mind like Egg McMuffin, Sausage McMuffin, right? But I was like, wait a sec. I'll just have apple pies and fries, thank you, and a coffee. Because I'm pretty sure those are vegan. They're definitely vegetarian.
I don't know what they fry the fries in.
I think that's old topic. I think they switched it to
like just corn. Yeah, probably something corn.
Some canola or something. They used to fry everything in beef grease.
Yeah.
For what I heard. At least these are all just ideas, sounds coming out of people's faces that I adhere to and believe. So I'm not 100% sure. I haven't investigated it.
I believe everything I hear.
I do too.
If it sounds cool.
Yeah, if it sounds cool. If I don't really like what I hear, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Man, that's not factual.
Yeah. If it's got a good, level of shock value to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I love like those tidbits of like useless information.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like how tarantulas molt. Like a butterfly. It's not like a butterfly. They don't wrap up and do the metamorphosis in that way like butterflies. But they do shed their exoskeletons multiple times through their life and get prettier every time. But they're not seen to the public as a pretty thing,
Tarantula?
Tarantula.
Well, maybe not here. I don't know. Maybe where they're native to, like South America. Most of them come from South America.
Well, there's
and Asia too, right?
Yeah, there's Eastern and Western tarantulas. New World and Old World is actually what they're considered. And
like monkeys. There's New World and anyway. Yeah.
Yes, you're probably right. I believe that's.
I am right.
I believe, Matt. Now that fact is in there.
Yeah.
Like monkeys. But yeah, so the New Worlds are hairy, and their hair is their primary defense mechanism. Getting your nose and your eyes be really itchy, and the bite is the secondary. And then the Eastern Asian tarantulas, primary is their bite. So if you get bit by them, it will be horrible. Not deadly, but horrible in most cases. Now, I'm sure if you have some like things going on with your body, you could die if you get bit by one.
So is it like you get bit by a tarantula? Is it like a rattlesnake biting you, or is it like a bee stinging you? How close?
I hear it's a bee. I hear it's a bee sting for the New Worlds. Unless and supposedly if you're allergic to bee venom, it could be worse. Right. I think the Old Worlds, I haven't heard about like losing chunks of limbs or anything.
Yeah.
But I have, what I heard was people go to the hospital in full belief they're dying. Excruciating pain in the whole area. Hot and cold sweats and nausea and dizziness.
Jeez.
Those are the ones I heard. Those all sound rough.
Aren't we lucky where we live? It's like there's like not there's bears and cougars, But they're not like, you wouldn't like find one like crawling on your wall at night, like a cougar.
No,
like,
yeah. We don't, yeah,
right?
Just like crawls all the way up there, springs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a great roar. A cougar?
Yeah.
A Kruger? Did I say what?
A Kruger?
I don't know. Yeah.
We probably got other things that sucked. Like you wouldn't want to get eaten by like a killer whale.
Those don't eat people.
That's good because I wouldn't want that.
Apparently, did you know they didn't know anything about killer whales until like the 1950s? And then they thought
maybe
they
they're
were
robots.
Like, maybe. I don't think so. But,
no, I don't think so either. But
yeah,
like,
but
1950s, maybe that was like
they thought they were like, I don't know. I guess like sea wolves.
Well, maybe after the World War II, they were like, let's make robotic whales and paint them black and white, and call them killer.
Who would do that? The Americans or like who do you think? Like what country would
I don't want to get into it, but it sounds a little Russian. I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
Spy whales.
Spy whales.
Spy whales planted here from there, discovered 1950. Oops.
I'm not going to roll it out.
Let's not get into geographic stuff.
What I heard though is they didn't like capture one until like the 1960s or something.
Okay.
And like apparently
did they cover it up right away because it was a rule?
Yeah, maybe.
Kidding.
But then they learned about them.
Yeah.
And they learned that they're awesome and that they can train them, you know, and but not that that's good that they keep them in these.
No, horrible. So what's the
whale
newest
prisons?
Yeah, what's the newest information you got about a killer whale recently?
Well, I saw one when I was hiking like a couple months ago. I saw a whole pod of them.
So you had some visual information.
I said, yeah.
It was probably that J pod. I've seen the pod.
Yeah.
I've seen the pod.
Yeah, they did a little whale sign.
Yeah.
Like J pod.
Yeah.
And then they and then they swam off.
I've seen them do that too. They like They do their thing.
And
but
then
my boy dropped information. He's like, killer whales or dolphins.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, calm down.
You didn't believe it.
And then he's like, then he dropped some like more factual knowledge where I then understood he was overshadowing my knowledge of the killer whale, and I was like, this modern day elementary school is just it's either that or it's that those television shows he watches.
Are you gonna homeschool him now? No. So you stay ahead of him?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's depriving him of knowledge. I don't know if that's homeschool or just a type of abuse. But just no, read him books, but like you read the end of the book, but don't give him the rest.
Yeah.
Right? Be like, sorry, but the last 20% is my knowledge.
Yeah.
So I could be ahead. Right?
What was like your favorite book as a kid?
Hobbit.
Hobbit? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I listened to that on tape when I was like grade 6, I think.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah, no, great book.
Yeah, I remember there was more books I read further on in my teen years. I remember I was a little dysfunctional in my 3rd year of grade 10. But my teacher decided to give me books on tape in class so I would stop harassing everyone. Right? Because I wasn't bad, but I was like, hey, what are you doing? They're like, schoolwork. I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Did you get sent out in the hall a lot?
In the earlier years of school, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the earlier years of school, hell yeah. But later on, it was like they were happy I came, and if I had black eyes, they would tell me not to go to school. It was bleak. Yeah. It was bleak.
That was high school.
That was Victoria High School.
Right. Yeah.
It was actually a great school. I actually really enjoyed it. Just didn't do any of the work.
Yeah, it's really boring.
Well, it's that.
And when you're like 15.
I wasn't taught good principles with like homework and things like that. And so by the time where it really became important, and probably a lot of people can relate, grade 8, grade 9, I had no experience with that. So I'd go to school, the teacher would assume I'm stupid, and then I would...
You were disruptive though, right?
Not really. I was more like listening to rap with headphones, like just leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like unresponsive.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then I was into all that.
You had a bit of an attitude. I think I had a bit of a tude.
Yeah, yes, I definitely did. Some teachers would have said I was the spawn,
they all do.
The spawn of the devil or something, which I wasn't.
The spawn.
I just wanted more recess, more lunch breaks, all that sort of stuff to get into my shenanigans. But I think we're done having tea.
Now we're sipping tea.
Was that fun?
I always have a blast.
Was that fun?
Always.
Bailey, how was it?
It was great.
Bailey thinks it was great. So thanks for joining us. TeaTox.